Oh, let's do this. Gonna save this round.
I thought we'd see fighting throughout the city, but it's dead quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
Meaning the rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out.
Playing as Kisara today. Change part of the year. Let's go to the palace. Palace. Safe. Don't go out.
This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
Hey Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
On second thought, let's see if there's a release mechanism somewhere.
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zeugle.
An invisible Zeugle?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
So now we gotta find a way to get to the office. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty big dungeon, it seems like. Oh yeah, there's a lot of rooms. Alright.
Right.
Right.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Best, okay, I'm just gonna try to remember this in case it's part of a puzzle. The best offense is a good shield. A military guide to shield. Shield historian. One of these broken 5 shields. Yeah, of course.
Right, here goes!
Anything you want! This one's mine!
Not in your dreams!
Take this! This one's mine!
I'm not done!
I can read your moves like a book!
Lord! Got fire!
I've got them! Let him watch me!
It's almost too strong! All yours! Be my guest!
Piercing shot! Flaming meteor! Guardian
Not finished!
Searing flame! Reload!
Look sharp!
There! Got
Here I come!
This one's mine!
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Here goes!
Look sharp! Take this! Dazzling spin! Flaming meteor!
May a thousand gales tear you to shreds! I'm only getting started now! Do it!
You're on!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We can really make weapons with this?
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Now you'll
Not on my watch!
This one's mine!
I won't show you any mercy! You got
Now see what I can do!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Lunar corruption!
This one's mine! Going in! Dazzling spin! Flaming meteor! Going in! Dazzling steel!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Get it.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
The noble room key. Okay, so
I
we're gonna
think
have
this
to
is
find
a key
different
to the
keys.
noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
there's nothing else in this room, right? Well, there's nothing else in this room. That's fine, I guess. There's Lord's Quarters, Lord's Chamber, Treasury, Meeting Room, Entrance Plaza. There's two entrance plazas, there's Staff Quarters and Barracks. We'll check out, go around and check out every room though. Palace is pretty big.
I won't forgive you! This one's mine!
Oh my lord!
Screaming meteor! On guard! One more! On guard! You think that shield will save you?
I see one, eh?
This one's
We're
mine!
not finished! Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Right up the door! I'm ready to go! The power of I got you! This one's mine!
Okay, it does use CP. I was wondering if around the Guardian Field use CP. It does.
Do it! Frozen!
Hammer!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
The treasury is locked. I'll need a key for that as well. Lord's Quarter is locked, treasury is locked. Check meeting room entrance again, yes.
Right, here goes! Now you learn!
Freezing storm!
So much for talking it out!
You got a hearing off!
This one's mine! I'm only getting started!
Save you!
My shield!
Going in!
Ferocious fury! We're not finished!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
You know,
Out of our way! This one's mine! Going in! In here! More for the stop! Look sharp! Going in! You'll pay for what you did! In here! This one's mine!
Going in!
That's it! Lunar corruption!
Anything in armor is
Lunar
mine!
blast!
Going in! Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Get lost! Raise your down!
Look sharp!
Flaming meteor! The power of the horde! I'm a true gunslinger around here! Flaming meteor! One more! Mission!
Going in!
One more! Almost done!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
My comrades, in the event of emergency, you are to Disengage the barriers. Go provide support. You know which room the release mechanism is. Do not forget to retrieve the key from the office.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for, but
This isn't enough to go on.
Okay, let's check these rooms then. Which rooms are these? Barracks and staff quarters, alright.
That's far enough! Bring him down!
I'll be saving this one.
I'm going in!
Flaming meteor!
Engage!
Look sharp! That's it!
Desert Storm!
Blast in the wind! Air sword! Light natural energy!
Flaming meteor! I feel sprightlier than before.
Once you keep pipeline appears, in the key to the room.
Look! Another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it.
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Supernova!
This one's mine!
Take down their defenses!
Flaming meteor!
It's almost destroyed!
Split it open! Here!
Be like it!
More for the stuff! Here
This
goes!
one's mine!
Desert Storm!
Going in!
Look
sharp! That's it!
This one's mine! More with the air thrust!
The order won't save you! The ultimate thing!
Lightning to death astral energy!
Say no more! I can feel my power growing!
I wonder if we can use this.
So what is Mahag-Sar exactly?
One of the 5 realms of Dana. From the sound of it, Kelzelik had some dealings with them.
Ranged attack!
Bring him! In here!
Flaming meteor!
More for the stop! Zero flame! Reload!
On guard!
Shining supernova!
You got it.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Gotta break through! Now you'll learn!
That's it!
Tornado!
This one, leave the tornado to me!
You'll have no mercy!
You got spirit!
Flaming meteor!
Finish it!
This one's mine!
Lunar blast!
Flaming meteor!
Mission! It's over!
On guard! Flaming meteor!
You're mine! Finish it!
Ridwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I see one, eh? Double demon fire!
Flaming meteor! On guard!
Oasis Fury!
Take my revenge on you!
Mission! Mega God! Its armor's too strong! Wait up! Be my guest!
On guard! Flaming meteor! On guard!
Now!
Ridwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Barely a blip on our radar.
People are supposed to be here. Oh, really? You're not supposed to be here.
Out of our way!
Look sharp!
Now you'll learn!
Armor won't save you!
Sleep now! Baby!
They really don't give up, do they?
Raging
Flaming
Tempest!
meteor!
Here!
Look sharp! Double spin! Flaming meteor!
Lunar blast!
Down.
Look sharp!
Proton blast!
Let's check the office again, yes. Wait, is there anything on the monitor there? Does not seem like there's anything useful here.
Even if Danans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, We're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope.
Right, here goes!
Condemned!
On guard!
Damn it!
This one's mine! On guard! One more! Going in! Look sharp!
Double Demon Fang!
On guard!
It's go time!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'm practically unstoppable.
I won't forgive you! This one's mine!
On my lord!
Going in!
Lightning Wyvern!
Look sharp! Now you see what I can do!
One shield!
This one's mine!
Lightning orb! Lightning
Double Demon
On guard! One more!
Ray!
On guard! One more!
Lightning Wyvern!
On guard! On guard! Take this!
Thunderblade! With this, I can become even stronger.
Right, here goes!
On guard!
Here's a healer! That's it! First aid!
On guard!
No chance!
Now! Fire to the force!
Shattering
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Look sharp!
Demon Fang!
Take this! Flaming meteor! Going in! Scattering spin!
Double Demon Fang!
Flaming meteor!
Seems about right to me.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go.
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danons are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother, he dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother! And now you'll die for it!
He does have a Zoogle under his control.
My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
I'm almost
Going in!
It can hide itself? Amazing!
Those are the weak points!
do! This one's mine! I'm ready to go! There's the this!
Where was that came from?
I owe you one for that! Lightning meteor!
Sleep now. Healing circle! More where that came from!
Their arts were interrupted!
It vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled. Lightning meteor!
Lightning condemned! Thunderblade! Lightning!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun? No way.
Lunar Blast! Lunar Blast! Back into the fray! Mega Ray! Lightning! I'm gone! This one's mine! That's it! I'm gone! Here's a healing arc! First aid! Dance in the wind! Air! Recover! Light Astral! I'll go in!
That's it!
Raging healing circle!
Thanks, Shion.
Sleep now! Roar for the stockpile!
Gone!
Reload!
Spin! Shion!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
May 1,000
This
damage!
one's mine! This one's mine!
I can get all that!
Reinforcements incoming! Not a problem! Look sharp! Take it right!
Back into the fray!
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
No chance! This one's mine! Dazzling spin! Look sharp! That's it! Look sharp! That's it! Dazzling spin!
It's mine! I'll pick you up!
Ignite!
Lightning meteor! This one's mine!
One more! Magic and air thrust!
Dazzling spin!
Rising Wyvern!
It's a raging cascade! I'm all stuffed up! In here!
Azure Storm! Demon Pact!
This one's mine!
We've got him on the run.
Don't get cocky!
Right.
Dance in the
Still
wind!
anyone's
Air
fight.
thrust! Light Astral Energy! First aid!
This one keeps
Down!
charging us!
That's what my shield's for!
Dance in the wind!
Get behind me!
Air
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Guardian field! You could use a hand!
I'll cover you! Air thrust! I'll fix you up!
Look sharp! Dazzling spin!
Magic is there!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisher!
I'll cover you!
This should do it!
Recover! Shield!
One more!
Blazing cascade!
I can carve through armor!
Rising Rider!
Dance with the wind! Air thrust now!
Ridwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Got it.
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Oh, shut up, Kesselik.
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship! Ridiculous! Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
It can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Tsar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elder Menencia. Go to Mahag Sar, Ganeth Horrors, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Come on, you should have just freaking killed him, dude.
Are you alright with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
Yes.
I'll take that as a yes.
I'll take that as a yes. Yeah, me too. Wait, can he be a party member?
Hey,
is he
where'd
gonna be in the party?
Kisara go?
Can I
I
follow
don't
them?
see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
Mr. Carver, cheese fondue. Oh, Sarah left the party. Great.
What's Kisara going to do now?
Yep. I'm sure it's complicated for her.
Nice. I can play as Dohalim now. I am Dohalim, the master of lords, right? And let's see what I can equip on. Whoever has the best weapon I can equip. Alright. Because then they pierce on them. One or the other.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Let's check the store, see what I can buy. Gotta stock up on items before we leave. Oh fuck, I'm dumb, I already have a flare claw. I already have a flare claw, I don't need to use it.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
This should definitely keep...
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danins and Renins have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danin lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Eldaman and Sia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renin lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
Oh, the Kisara items came back now. Great. Comrades and freedom, yeah. I don't want to redo my party now. Who do I want to put? Let's put Kisara here for now. Let's put Rinwell in the back for now, for today. We'll just keep playing as Kisara.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elderman and Sea Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
Let's head towards a new location then.
What was Kelzalik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Danans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
So we have the whole party. The whole team is here. Unless there's more characters that are going to join. I don't know. We have 6 characters in the party. I think most Tales games it's only 6 characters. So there's only very few. There is Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. Yeah, no, not original. The definitive version of Vesperia has 8 characters. There's Symphonia that has 8 characters. There's Symphonia 2 Dawn of the New World that has 10 characters, and yeah, Symphonia 2 Dawn of the New World actually has the most playable characters in the game, in this Tales games, I think. Yeah, Symphonia 2 probably has the most characters that are playable. Yeah, there's very few Tales games that have more than 6 playable characters. Most Tales games only 6 playable characters. Sometimes 7. Usually just 6.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, We'll take them down and that'll be that.
Get lost!
Going in!
Take this! Give it a whirl! Confiscated! This one, if they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Raging storm!
Flaming meteor!
Got it.
The heavens must be smiling.
Yeah, I don't think there's any. I'll need more skill points to get more skills. Yeah, sure. Just monsters. Is there like a hidden boss here, or just monsters sleeping?
No choice!
Resonate with the earth!
Double demon fang!
Go! You're mine!
I'll take out the legs with my shield.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you! Demon fang! Double demon fang!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Let's see what you've got.
Look sharp. Flaming meteor!
Elusive deity!
This one's mine. Take this. One more.
Elusive deity!
Flaming meteor! This one's mine.
Throbs in pain.
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Yours are not the skills of just any warrior.
Save your compliments. We have to move.
Driven and talented.
On guard. Take this. Do it. Flaming meteor!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
What is this?
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Oh, do we unlock fishing now? Yes, let's go. Let's do some fishing. This is gonna be a fishing stream. Let's go. Fishing simulator.
Now where might those fish be?
How do I do this? Cast lures R2. Select rod and lure.
I've got something. Ugh. 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 Anybody could reel in that.
Not too shabby,
That's how
friend.
fishing works in this game. Yeah. Do some more fishing. Yes, yes, yes. Cast layer. Let's go.
There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
Another
Nice! You
Dana
caught
bass.
it!
This is actually a pretty good fishing simulator. It's actually well made. The mechanics are well done. Soft shake. I need to do soft shake. No, okay, soft shake. No. Be a soft shake. Okay, soft shake. Wait for it. Oh, come on. Get over here. Get over here, you fishies. Okay, wait for them. Wait for them. Okay, wait, now. No. How the heck does this work? I'm trying to attract a bigger one. There has to be there is a trick to this, right? Hard shake? No. Okay. Reeling. Okay. Wait. Now. Reel. There we go. Okay, I see how this works now. I have to reel and soft shake. Okay, I don't want the small one, I want the big one though. Perfect. So close, just wait a bit.
I've got something. I'll get you next time.
Ah, shit. Now, this is hard. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue the story. Let's quit fishing.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us. Okay!
Hey, you look like you know your way with a rod. I've been fishing a long time and I have built up a good collection of equipment for it. I'll share it with you if you're interested. I just want one thing in exchange. I'll ask that you show me records of any fish you catch. If you want anything, I'm always here. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. Fishing expert. Alright, fair enough. We have Mr. Fishing Expert. Miguel's rod. Alright. Bigger's Roper. Yep. An invitation to fish. Now I can go back and miss. Sorry, I forgot this book here on the menu. That's your shield. Interesting.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Oh, okay. It's the one that the soldiers use.
I think the animal's back at... Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey, though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Some new armor, let's see if we can get the forge with new weapons. No, so we're missing a couple weapons. Oh no, you have to, okay, I see, you have to craft, okay, so I need a long sword. And hard, okay, let me see how this is gonna work.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Omega core and astral crystal. Alright. So there's new weapons we'll be able to craft soon.
why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me? Hey, that actually came out pretty all right, don't you think?
I want to talk with Kisara.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
Now closer to Kisara. That's good.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
I'll take a watch. Alright, good.
Before we go, do you guys have everything?
I hope we do. Oh, wait, oh no, it's just the fire's in the way. Collision. Alright, that's fine. Make sure everything's equipped. Make sure we have everything. Let's see, any new skills I can equip? Not right now. All right, let's go. New area.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Careless party. Alright, fair enough. Let's see what this event is.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too.
I just
We
don't
always
tap
lived in
for a second,
hiding, so
so
I never
I'll-
had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renins are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Birdie. Let's find these birdies. Oh god, another piece.
It'll take more than...
Another
break my
piece.
shield.
Dependable to the last.
Negative gate!
Resonate with the
Don't mind if I do.
This one's mine! Airborne beast! Mine second! Going in!
pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Going in! Lightning meteor!
So that's how a lord fights.
I don't perform as well when I'm observed.
This one's going to pretend I didn't hear you say that.
Lightning meteor!
Negative gate! Resonate with the earth!
Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Going in!
Here I
Not
come!
by a long shot. Look sharp! One more! Going in!
Do it!
Take this!
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Why can't these Zugos and stand still?
All right.
Perhaps it's time I deploy my secret weapon. Stop right there where it stands. What is your secret weapon? Who am I supposed to get? Oh yeah, the bones. You told us already about that.
There's nowhere to run from my art! When he slows down, that's our chance!
That's it!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Take this!
Going in!
Can you can't get out of this! Demon Fang! You're mine!
This one's mine!
It's time!
This one's mine!
Orochi's
I'm gone! That's it!
Double Demon
I'm
Fang!
gone! Take this!
Destruction!
Resonate with the earth!
Take the stuff!
It's too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
That's it! Flaming meteor!
Ferocious fury! Pierce through!
Elusive deity!
Plasma shock! Stardust!
In a bind?
You're ours!
The earth.
This one's mine! Take it! I'm only getting
A thrilling performance.
Here I come!
Going in! That's it! This one's mine!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more coming.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Sword Ring
I'm
Alpha!
gone! One more! I'm gone! Take this!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Offer special effects simply by having them, some of which serve as bonuses that can be enjoyed after playing the game. Alright, we can toggle them on and off from artifact and effect list. Alright, so that's for New Game Plus. Additional arts, press Y on an art screen to switch between panels. Oh, so now we can put more arts. Great. These arts are set in same panel can be zoomed by L2 and YXA. So now we can equip more arts. Good, about time. It's kind of annoying that we only had 3 art slots. So we can equip double the arts.
I said...
Yeah, that's a lot of arts. Alright, so there's a lot more arts we can equip. So, this is gonna be... Garden field here, then.
can feel my precision improving.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Negative hit! Shot! Take two!
Ray!
Here I come! Rising
It's a
water!
duel of the arts! Freezing storm!
Look sharp! Ready and rare! Worth a shot! Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Flaming meteor! Right up! One more!
So that's how a lord fights.
I don't perform as well when I'm afraid.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear you say that.
Shut him down!
Let me out!
On guard! That's it! Sword Rain Alpha! On guard! Flaming meteor!
Lunar blast!
Look sharp! Take this! Sonic thrust!
This one's mine!
You're mine! Flaming meteor!
Do it!
Leave the charges to me! Not so fast! On guard!
Ice tornado!
On guard! Take this! Negative jump!
This one's mine!
Going
Do it!
Flaming meteor!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! I've still got a ways to go!
I'll clear the way through.
I've got your map.
That's it! Rising water! Flaming meteor! I'm not done!
Dazzling
Here I come! Flaming meteor!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Rising water! Take this! Struck! We got fire!
I'm got it! Let a marksman handle it!
Rising water! I can call you through armor!
I never miss!
They
Do it!
mine! Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Look sharp! Leave the charges to me!
Strength as beastly as she who wields it.
Is Beastly supposed to be a compliment?
Yes. You outbeast the beast.
I thought you were more defensively minded.
Defense.
So the best defense is a good offense.
So what? I still had room to grow.
I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
a long slog with this one.
Rising Reaper! Not on my watch!
One more!
Now you see what I can do!
How's this?
Flaming me!
Excited! It's over!
Take this! Tiger Blade!
None shall escape my judgment!
This one's mine! Flaming Meteor! That's it!
This is it!
Look sharp!
Stalagmite! Take this!
Going in! This one's mine!
Corruption!
Clear for us!
Flaming Meteor!
Take this!
This one's mine!
Storm!
Tiger Blade!
Ice Tornado!
Flaming Meteor!
A victory for the ages.
Right, here goes!
Get behind me!
Escape my judgment!
Take this!
Look sharp!
You're finished!
Flaming Meteor!
Here goes!
This one's mine!
It's over!
This mine!
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Mega Ray!
I'm
ready!
Bomb! Get toasty!
Bird strike! Elusive deity!
One more!
Take this!
On guard!
Tornado drive!
That's it!
Elusive deity!
Look sharp! One more!
Look
sharp!
Take
it out of ammo!
I'm ready!
Back into the fray!
Resonate with the earth! Eat dirt!
Yeah!
Stalagmite!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
This one will be difficult to predict.
One more!
Be still! I'm not
sharp.
done! Can't get out of this! Lunar Rondo!
This one's mine! Dazzling Spin!
Double Demon Fang!
Do it! Flaming Opposite!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Sure. Builds up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here. Quite literally.
So Mahak Tsar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
Seriously? Is this a joke? Take this!
Mega Ray!
I shall ensure you survive this.
This one's mine! On guard!
Lunar Blast!
Tornado
On
Drive!
guard!
Rising Wyvern! Here I come!
Going in!
Tide of battle has turned in our favor.
And let's keep pressing the attack!
Indeed. But remain ever vigilant.
This one's mine! Flaming Meteor!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'm ready!
Look sharp!
Lunar Corruption! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Skills. In top form, art's working like a charm. Ha!
Someone seems rather pleased with herself.
You... Did you hear?
I swear if you even slip or fail, make sure you don't make the same mistake as me. Thank you.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you...
I'll do my best! One more! Flaming Meteor!
Don't mind if I do! It's on!
Demon Fang!
I'm only getting
Resonate with the
started!
earth! Time to Stalagmite! all in order.
So that's how a lord fights.
I don't perform as well when I'm observed.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear you say
I
that.
shall provide assistance.
Tiger Blade!
Searing Blade!
That's it! Elucidating Meteor! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
These little ones are hard.
Less talking, more pummeling.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Glacial spear.
Look sharp! Take this! Far enough! Unblock this!
Demon Fang!
Going in!
Take this!
Going in!
Can you take it?
One more! Flaming
Ready!
Elusive Deity! That's it! Elusive Deity! Guardian Field! Alright, let me at him! Look sharp! Elusive Deity! Again! That's it! Going in! That's it! This one, Shion!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
I still got a ways to go.
Seriously? Is this a joke? That's it!
Healing circle!
Just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done. This one's mine. It's time. On guard. Take this. Going in. One more. A new melody. Right here. I got you. You're mine. Look sharp. Tiger Blade. Elusive Deity. Destruction. Shield and blade. To the fray. That's it.
Blew away.
Light up the dark.
Okay, here I go.
You've got a knack for battle.
I still plan on training.
That's what I like to hear.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Do it! Law! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
I feel sprightlier than before.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, What do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Makes sense. I wonder what's in the other area of the map. That's probably where we have to go. I wonder what's up here.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for
Are
us
they gonna
living
mention
under the
Rinwell?
Rena elsewhere.
Rinwell?
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
I don't think you're gonna be able to make them be like proper, nobly type. I don't think that's gonna work out. I'm starting to wonder which. Okay. Oh, what the heck is this area? That's kind of spooky. What's this area over there, though? There's no. Okay, there's no teleporting points here. Well, there's one there, but that's literally where I came from. Over here, though. At this point in the game, oh, there we go. That's the right way, then. What's the other way? What's the big giant tower?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm... Been looking for you. For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why? Beautiful, precious life. What the? That is all I desire.
Mysterious stuff.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Going in!
Here.
Freezing storm! Flaming meteor! Glacial field! Pierce evil! Flaming meteor!
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Negative gauge.
Resonate
with the earth.
This one's mine!
Being interrupted.
Going in!
Take this.
Die.
Power surges through me.
Why are you human here?
Stop you dying?
Right.
I'll face you.
Going for lunar
Take
corruption! This one's mine!
Enjoy.
I'm gone! Just like this!
Double
Negative gauge. Resonate with the earth.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Oh.
Ooh, I was gonna say, he's gonna kill you.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you?
No! Fuck no. Fuck no.
Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I.
Ooh, that was a close one. That was a really close one.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, We'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Get here faster.
What's that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
We did a lot today, didn't we, Hootle?
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
That makes sense. It makes sense. He's onto something. Yeah, defense up. Let's get that.
All done.
We don't want to talk. Let's talk to
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes, when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave.
Let's just take on that tower. tower here real quick. Mysterious tower.
Not this way, I guess.
Can I not go in there?
Not this way, I guess.
Oh, what if I run and jump faster, maybe?
Not this way, I guess.
Alright, well, I guess not this way then. I guess this is a late part of the game that's gonna be for later in the game. We'll just save at the campsite here. And I guess this tower is gonna be for much later in the game. See you guys next time. Bye.